The three Japanese players in alongside Kyogo. So Ideguchi is in, Hatate is in, and Maeda as well, alongside Kyogo Furuhashi. And that could be that.
Unless something sort of extraordinary comes along, or something happens within the existing squad that means we need to move. But as we speak right now, there is no other offers or people I've spoken to. So if the 20 names that come out tomorrow are all lies.
Okay.
They're all lies. Yeah, I mean, look, that's the job that he's in, Rob, isn't it? I mean, the media are going to continually speculate about potential players.
Does that not mean no more speculation for the second half of the month about Celtic players because nothing's doing?
Well, yeah, again, unless unfortunately something popped up in terms of an injury or an offer coming for one of those players that's too good to refuse. You never say never, but in terms of where he's at the moment, he's quite happy.
Get your thoughts, Craig, on Riley McGree.
Yep.
He was being spoken about in terms of a move to Celtic.
Yes.
Ange Postecoglou was asked about it today. He did go round the houses for a little while before he came back to the point of the question.
We kind of had a clear idea about what we wanted to do in January, and that was mainly focused around the targets I kind of identified fairly on, which, are obviously the three lads we've got in. We've had some interest in others, but to be fair, a lot of it's quite crazy, to be honest, that you can pretty much throw up any name now and pretty much lie, I've got to say, and no one says anything. So I can tell you there is no other offers out there. We haven't spoken to anyone else. Riley McGree was somebody we had an interest in because of my association with him. And obviously I know the player very well, but, he's, after initial discussions, he's decided to look elsewhere, which is fine.
Yeah, he says he knows him well, Ange Postecoglou, because it was he who gave him his first international call-up to the Australian squad, Riley McGree, and it does sound as if he's going to be heading for Middlesbrough. What do you make of that one, Craig?
Yeah, look, I mean, not surprised in terms of Riley McGree. I go back, Rob, a good few years ago, 18 months ago, I pushed him to Rangers. That's how much talent I felt the boy had. He was at Adelaide United. He went to Club Bruges, a little bit too young, but they seen the quality. He's had a great season at Birmingham. Now that he's maybe taking the Middlesbrough option rather than the Celtic option, it will be down to money. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, it's in a league, Rob, that he's obviously been playing in and will know extremely well. So, very good player. He is a very good player. He's a hard boy. He's missed out in the junior national teams and all that. So I think that desire and hunger has always been there to prove himself. And if business is done at Middlesbrough, it'll be a very good signing for them.
And I take it from Ange's tone there. I mean, he didn't just blow it out of court. He didn't say, no, we were never in the running. This was all fabricated. He's basically said that they've lost out in the end for Riley McGree by the sounds of it. And I think there's been talk of £20,000 a week at Middlesbrough. And presumably Celtic, would you imagine Celtic just had a financial level beyond which they weren't going to go?
I think as a football club, in terms of your recruitment, you also you put budgets to those players. And the budget for Riley McGree might have been, at a guess, Rob, 12, 14K. If Middlesbrough are obviously looking to pay that little bit more. And again, like I said, a league that Riley knows well. And that probably, just seemed to be the right fit for him. He would have been a player that probably would have competed with David Turnbull. He's the same type of position. He's that box-to-box midfielder, scores goals, but different goals to David Turnbull, but that probably would have been his direct competition.
Tell Alexa to launch Go Radio or listen on the Go Radio app.